Howdy, folks. Why Sawtooth bass guitars? I'm going to get to that in a minute. Thank you very much for tuning in. I am Jonathan Ramcharan, actor, stand-up comedian extraordinaire. Yes, I have my own podcast, Jonathan Ramcharan, the podcast. Please check out my channel when you get the chance, right? Now, what else am I? Bass guitar player? Oh, hell, I don't know. I give it a shot, in spite of what South Park says. God love them. I love that show. But for crying out loud, not every black man that comes out of the womb knows how to pluck them strings, slap that bass, Not exactly proud of it, I ain't no token, but, I give it a shot. Anyway, God love South Park. Now, why Sawtooth bass guitars? For two reasons. Number one, when I first became aware of this brand, I saw it on Amazon. And the price point and the style. Yes. The price point. These basses, I picked mine up for $213.26 Canadian. $213.26 Canadian. That's with GST. That's with shipping. Great price point. Number two, the style. Yeah. The EP Series P bass by Sawtooth. That's that classic P bass look. They're funky, they're stylish. They come in a variety of finishes. Surf green, that's the finish I chose. They have classic sunburst, black with matching pickguard, and this like midnight purple kind of transparent finish. Real groovy looking stuff, right? So great price point, great style, right? These are like competitive, beginner, entry-level, hobbyist, amateur type of instruments. Competitive price, competitive instrument, stylish. And number two, industry recognition. That's the other thing that led me to this brand. Sawtooth bass guitars. They sponsor several artists. Tony Cavazzo of the American hard rock group Hurricane. Yes, they sponsor him. And as well, they sponsor Rudy Sarzo. Yes, of Quiet Riot, Ozzy Osbourne, Whitesnake. Recently, he's playing with the Guess Who, the Canadian group, the Guess Who. He's playing with that group. He's in that group now. And Rudy Sarzo, also known from his appearances on The Church of What's Happening Now. Who's better than you? The Church of What's Happening Now with Uncle Joey. And alongside Lee Syatt, the Flying Jew. Kick this mule. And Uncle Joey's Joint, right? Rudy Sarzo, podcast personality as well, right? So if it's good enough for my Uncle Joey, if it's good enough for Rudy Sarzo, who's better than you? Tip Top Magoo, like a doctor, like a soldier. I figured, why not give it a shot? Sawtooth EP Series P bass. Yeah. Great value, great style, industry recognition. They also made appearances at NAM, the National Association of Music Merchants. I believe that's what it's called. National Association of Music Merchants, NAM. Sawtooth guitars, they've shown their face there as well amongst their industry. They had a booth at the NAM trade show. And, for those of y'all who might not be in the know, NAM, it's a trade show for music merchants, all the heavy hitters, Fender, Gibson, Ibanez, Music Man, to name a few, Yamaha, and, Sawtooth, they had their booth. So they're competitive within their industry and they show their face against their competitors. So I figured, okay, there's something to this company. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the unboxing of the Sawtooth EP Series P-Bass. Stay tuned for the review as well. Hi folks, how are you? Are you ready to unbox the Sawtooth EP P-Bass? EP Series, that is. Yes. I've never shot anything from this angle before. Feel like I'm on a security camera in my own home! Home alone. Kevin! Yeah, I knew it was you. I could smell you from the elevator. You know what I'm going to give you, snakes? I'm going to give you the count of 10 to get you no good, dirty, yellow, ugly keister off my property. 1, 2, 10! Keep the change, you filthy animal. You guys ready? Unboxing? You slappers ready? Shout out to Davey504. Yo, that guy cracks me the f*** up. And he can slap that bass like a mother. Are y'all slappers ready to unbox this Sawtooth EP Series P-Bass? Let's go. All right. Now, a little safety tip for all y'all youngins at home. Whenever you're unboxing, whenever you're opening packages, sharp corners, and you have to use, a utensil, a cutting utensil, always make sure to use nunchucks. Just in case your parents want to give you a little guff, your parents, your mom, your dad, they come in your room. Why are you always playing bass? Why is this room a mess? Do your homework. Shut up. Enough of your guff, I can't wait till dad gets home. I'll beat his ass too. Kidding, folks. Don't hit your mother. It's the last thing you want to do. All right, so let's get to it. Well, another thing too, by the way, folks. I don't know if I'm really fantastically satisfied with this box. Sometimes, musical instruments come in like, they usually come in like, like a teardrop shape, right? Like, what's the point in walking around with a box if nobody knows it's a bass? You want to show it off, get that attention. Ooh, you play guitar? Well, no, bass. Ew! Well, we've all lived that one. Anyway, let's get going here. Enough's enough. All right. So we're rocking with you. Okay. So now you gotta give it a little flipping. Oh, wait. See? That's what I'm talking about, like that teardrop shape, You want to show it off a little bit. I'm with the band. All right, let's get rid of this. Off you go. All right. Still with me, folks? A little bit of a, focus issue. Here we go. All righty. That's kind of cool. And another thing, too, for any of y'all who've never ordered a bass or an instrument online, part of my worry was, is the instrument going to come damaged? As you can see, the prior box, it was in good shape. This is in good shape. And, my personal experience, this is my first time buying a instrument online. It worked out, So far, so good. Package came intact from Amazon. And so far, so good. All right, let's get to it. Stand still. Yeah, hold it. Why I oughta. Here we go. Been waiting for this. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Wishing and hoping and praying. Come on. All right. Yeah, why I oughta. Work, you know. Bass player's always got to bust his ass. Everybody else gets the glory. All right, here we go. Bum, ba-da-da. Oh, I am feeling pretty sexy at the moment. All right. So, as advertised, it was just the bass guitar itself, right? So that's cool. Anything extra would have been a bonus. I'm very happy. So far, everything seems intact. I got the right color. I ordered the Surf Green EP Series saw bass, P bass, Sawtooth bass. Alrighty, let's take a gander. Got a warranty here, warranty registration card, you know, for whatever the hell that's worth. I'm sure it's worth something, but, you know, just give me a good product and I'm happy, you know? Whatever. Thank you, Sawtooth. Alrighty. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, it's got a nice feel to it. Yeah, it's decent, it's light. I don't know how heavy I would call that, but anyway, let's get to the unboxing. It's probably like, I don't know, 8 pounds. 8, 10 pounds, 8, 9 pounds. Alrighty, so let's do this. Ooh, it's like Christmas. You got the Allen key, rubber band. And, alright. Nicely packaged. Actually, the packaging, as you could see, why am I getting so in depth here? I don't really, wasn't the greatest, but I mean, it seems like it's okay. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna squawk about it. Alright. As long as don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swang. Alright. So. Okay. Oh. Get to the meat and potatoes of it. Oh. Ooh. Oh. 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 Oh, 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 yeah. Little peekaboo, you know? Get it off you. Oh. There we have it. The long-awaited wait. The Sawtooth EP Series P bass in Surf Green with the white perloid pickguard. Yeah. Got a nice heft to it. I would say it's like, I don't know, between 8 and 10 pounds. Something like that. Nice satin finish on the neck. Nice satin finish. Smooth to the touch. Frets are nice and even. No sharp edges. Machine tuners are good. Machine heads. I am satisfied. You know, this thing came in at around $213 Canadian. So far, so good. Let's plug her in. And there you have it, folks. Straight from the horse's mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth. The unboxing and sound check of the Sawtooth EP series bass guitar. Yes. Yeah. As a new owner of this P bass, I'm very satisfied. I love the style. I love the performance. And it's great value for my money. Again, just a little over $200 this bass guitar cost me. Now, just a little follow-up. When I plugged the bass guitar in to initially play, there was a little bit of crackling, some of that strange static. Could it have been from the cord? Could it have been from the amp? I don't know. It's like a new cord, a new amp, pretty much. I bought my amp and my new cord like within the last year. So it's all new gear that I'm playing out of. The bass combo and the cord. It's brand spanking new. But what I think is due to the travel time, the storage, the temperature, perhaps there may have been some sort of like electronics warm-up time that the pickups needed to go through, because the pickups on the bass, on the Sawtooth EP series P bass, the pickups, they kind of, like I said, crackled for a second or two, and then they dropped altogether. Like they kind of just dropped out. The signal just dropped, but then it came back. Now that happened for a couple minutes when I first plugged it in, but then I jammed on the thing for like 2-3 hours. So for several hours throughout the day, I was jamming on the bass, and that problem went away. It was like a momentary problem. I don't see it being a long-term problem. My intuition tells me it was just something that happened as a result of first-time use. I don't see it being a problem going forward. And even if it is, there's always the potential to fix it myself, perhaps upgrade the pickups, put in a set of Seymour Duncans or, EMGs or, classic Fender Ps, something like that, So there's always that option as well. So overall, very satisfied with my purchase, the Sawtooth EP Series P bass. Thank you, folks, for watching. Straight from the horse's mouth.